CBS is being slammed for smearing Ron DeSantis on 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes is one of those programs that's been around a very long time, and this has to, I think, be their worst, absolutely just worst time at trying to create a story. I don't even know what you want to call this. I mean, this is just blatant dishonesty here, but basically, late Sunday and on Monday morning, they were airing a segment on their network that was basically designed to smear Ron DeSantis over the way that the state rolled out its vaccine distribution program. Now, the reporter on this, her name is Sharon Alfonsi, and she basically ambushed DeSantis at this press conference. And what they did is that she asked him about the vaccine rollout, the fact that Publix had donated $100,000 to DeSantis' campaign. Now, first of all, this information is completely 100% public. Anyone can find this. They weren't trying to hide anything. They didn't uncover some massive detail that nobody knew about. First of all, no one cares, number one, because it's only $100,000. And number two, it's public. Anyone can look this up. This isn't new news to anybody. But she basically was trying to associate that amount of money with and misrepresenting basically what he's doing with the vaccine distribution and saying, well, he's giving exclusive access of the vaccine to Publix now. And there must be some tie here. What's going on, DeSantis? So this is the segment that 60 Minutes actually aired.
We wanted to ask Governor DeSantis about the deal, but he declined our request for an interview. We caught up with him south of Orlando.
Publix, as you know, donated $100,000 to your campaign, and then you rewarded them with the exclusive rights to distribute the vaccination in Palm Beach.
So first of all, what you're saying is wrong.
How is that not pay to play?
That's a fake narrative. I met with the county mayor, I met with the administrator, I met with all the folks at Palm Beach County, and I said, here's some of the options. We can do more drive-through sites. We can give more to hospitals. We can do the Publix. And they said, we think that would be the easiest thing for our residents.
But Melissa McKinley, the county commissioner in the Glades, told us the governor never met with her about the Publix deal.
The criticism is that it's pay to play,
and
Governor.
It's wrong. It's a fake narrative. I just disabused you of the narrative, and you don't care about the facts because obviously I laid it out for you in a way that is irrefutable.
Well,
and so it's clearly not.
Isn't there the nearest Publix to the Glades is
you're
30
wrong.
miles
You're wrong.
away.
You're wrong. Yes,
That's
sir.
actually a fact.
Okay, now you have to pay very close attention to that clip. If you're watching a video, there's some weird cuts that take place. Okay, so just to show you how much of a fake news organization CBS is in this show 60 Minutes and why they've lost entirely all of their credibility here, check out this clip of what DeSantis said in its entirety.
So first of all, what you're saying is wrong. That's a fake narrative. So first of all, when we did the first pharmacies that had it were CVS and Walgreens, and they had a long-term care mission. So they were going to the long-term care facilities. They got vaccine in the middle of December. They started going to the long-term care facilities the third week of December to do LTCs. So that was their mission. That was very important, and we trusted them to do that. As we got into January, we wanted to expand the distribution points. So yes, you had the counties. You had some drive-through sites. You had hospitals that were doing a lot, but we wanted to get it into communities more. So we reached out to other retail pharmacies, Publix, Walmart. Obviously, CVS and Walgreens had to finish that mission, and we said we're gonna use you as soon as you're done with that. For the Publix, they were the first one to raise their hand, say they were ready to go. And you know what? We did it on a trial basis. I had 3 counties. I actually showed up that weekend and talked to seniors across 4 different Publix. How was the experience? Is this good? Should you think this is a way to go? And it was 100% positive, so we expanded it, and then folks liked it. And I can tell you, if you look at a place like Palm Beach County, they were kind of struggling at first in terms of the senior numbers. I met with the county mayor, I met with the administrator, I met with all the folks at Palm Beach County, and I said, here's some of the options. We can do more drive-through sites. We can give more to hospitals. We can do the Publix. We can do this. They calculated that 90% of their seniors live within a mile and a half of a Publix. And they said, we think that would be the easiest thing for our residents. So we did that. And what ended up happening was you had 65 Publix in Palm Beach. Palm Beach is one of the biggest counties, one of the most elderly counties. We've done almost 75% of the seniors in Palm Beach. And the reason is because you had the strong retail footprint. So our way has been multifaceted. It has worked. And we're also now very much expanding CVS and Walgreens now that they've completed the long-term care mission. Yes? And it's wrong. It's wrong. It's a fake narrative. I just disabused you of the narrative, and you don't care about the facts because obviously I laid it out for you in a way that is irrefutable. And so it's clearly not. No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
That's one way to cut out 90% of what he said and just basically shoehorn in what you think should be included in the statement to fit your narrative. I mean, that is blatant dishonesty. You cannot call yourself a journalist and actually practice these things. Selectively editing videos and omitting evidence just to create a narrative isn't journalism at all. But then again, I'm not surprised because CBS, 60 Minutes, none of these places are good at actually being journalists these days. Lord forbid they actually have any kind of integrity whatsoever. Even Publix had to release a statement on this, clarifying the situation. The irresponsible suggestion that there was a connection between campaign contributions made to Governor DeSantis and our willingness to join the pharmacies in support of the state's vaccine distribution efforts is absolutely false and offensive. We are proud of our pharmacy associates for administering more than 1.5 million doses of the vaccine to date and for joining forces with other retailers in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia to do our part to help our communities emerge from the pandemic. The media so desperately wants to destroy Ron DeSantis, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's obvious to see as well. They don't have anything good to pin him on, but they're trying so hard. They're so mad that Florida's cases have been very stagnant or declining, yet we've been completely open. They're so mad that all of the Democrat states that have still been locked down or still locked down to this date are increasing in case numbers and doing far worse than Florida is. They are so mad at that they're doing everything in their power to try and make him look like the worst governor. Meanwhile, Cuomo, sexual assault allegations, nursing home deaths in the tens of thousands, hardly any coverage at all. I mean, that story disappeared very, very quickly out of the media. What happened to that? But that's where you have the difference in the reporting here. And this is just blatant dishonesty. You have to be careful about this stuff. You really do. Because when I first saw the clip, I thought, okay, that was kind of a weird short answer. I didn't even pay attention to the cut that much. But when you see the cut, it really shows you have to go online. You have to look at original clips. You have to cut out the stuff that the mainstream media is trying to selectively edit for you and actually look at the full context of what was going on. You know, when Project Veritas, by the way, actual journalists, if you know what I mean, when they did a big kind of expose on CBS and their 9 a.m. meetings with Jeff Zucker and stuff like that, they literally released all of the raw recordings every single day. It was just an hour. So, I mean, granted, I didn't sit there through every single one of them, but the fact is that it was all there. Every single one of the hour-long recordings they had for their 9 a.m. meetings released every single day on their YouTube channel, back to back to back to back to back, because they wanted everybody to have the full context of what was actually going on. That's what real journalism is. And these people, CBS, 60 Minutes, they've lost all of their credibility entirely over this kind of stuff. You just watched a clip from The William Hall Show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.